One of the expectations of working in a clinical setting is measurable outcomes. What is quality spiritual care, though, and how do you measure it? Several directors of clinical institutions who've been considering the addition of chaplains to their team have asked me to provide them with such evidence. It's difficult to come by until recently. They were looking for measurable outcomes that ultimately save the institution money and help the patient recover more fully. For example, I've been asked, is there evidence to suggest that prescription medications have been reduced because of chaplain care? Is there any suggestion that chaplain care improves the health or reduces anxiety, helps a heart condition improve, reduces dependency on substances? And are these improvements scientifically measurable? Will we save money if we hire chaplains? Well, though many have tried to tie our work to evidence, it has been elusive to our profession. How does someone measure spiritual care scientifically? Well, this has changed in 2022 with the publication of a new research that offers significant answers to these previously unanswerable questions. Even though we know we're of value, proving it is another matter. More on that in a moment. Chaplains need to provide reliable and effective spiritual care, and to do so, there must be standards that explain what a chaplain should be doing to provide effective care and document the evidence of successfully improving patients as a direct result of our care. To say this is an elusive goal would be an understatement, but the attempt to do so is so important. If our profession can provide direct evidence of positive and improving patient outcomes as a direct result of our work, then chaplaincy will become as normal as is nursing. But for now, we've got a long way to go. Therefore, we must accept the responsibility to document our work for others to analyze. Learn to document your work. There's exciting, groundbreaking research that has been conducted through Harvard University as assisted by well-known Dr. Harold Koenig. In years of research with thousands of subjects, this new work finished in 2022 is a game changer for chaplains. You need to become aware of its existence, and that's why I'm lecturing on it here. Consider adding to your library the coming book, Handbook of Religion and Health, 3rd edition, Oxford University Press, 2022. You'll find a PDF copy of a conference presentation of Dr. Koenig's that summarizes the findings. His presentation was delivered at a chaplain conference I attended, hosted by the Dewey Center for Chaplaincy at Charlotte Southern University, where I met Dr. Koenig and was given his permission to use the slide presentation made available to you in your course material. When he was asked the question, Dr. Koenig, as religion and faith was considered in this research, do you know what percentage of spiritual care was provided by Christians within a Christian context? His answer was 90% of these measurements were produced by people of the Christian faith. This was a stunning statement that hushed the audience, especially in light of the measurable results produced by Christians working in such secular settings. The evidence is compelling. It's actually overwhelming. So consider the document carefully and be prepared to share it with management when they ask you the kinds of questions that I've been asked regarding evidence for the effectiveness of spiritual care in clinical settings. According to the research and religious involvement and care provided by people of faith, this is just a few, 61% less depression and faster recovery from depression, 75% less suicide and more negative attitudes toward suicide, 86% less alcohol use, abuse, or dependence, 84% less drug use, abuse, or dependence, 49% less anxiety and symptoms of PTSD, and 79% increase in well-being and happiness. These are just a few of the results of this wonderful study. The book I mentioned is thoroughly researched and promises to turn some of the medical community on its head, especially those that are sort of anti-Christian or anti-spirituality. Those many skeptics who are biased against the inclusion of chaplains, especially Christian chaplains, on the interdisciplinary team, will have to take notice at this. This is great news, and that resource should be in your library.